Discuss. Our Chief Foreign Affairs Editor, Rob Parsons, is with me in the studio. So this plenary session, as it's called, Rob, why is it so significant?
Well, first of all, there aren't that many plenary sessions between the two Congresses, and this is the sixth session. So in of itself, it is an important occasion. Normally speaking, this will be devoted to ideology. The sixth session always devoted to ideology, and no doubt this time too, ideology will figure as well. But what's making this session particularly important is that there will be a resolution on the history of the Chinese Communist Party. Now, that may not sound earth-shattering, but it's only the third time in the history of the Communist Party, which is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year, that has happened. First time, Mao Zedong introduced the resolution in 1945, which established him as the sort of leading figure in the Communist Party. And then in 1981, Deng Xiaoping introduced a resolution to look at the excesses of the past 10 years under Mao and to correct things under his leadership. This time round, things are expected to be a little bit different. Although this is going to be a resolution on history, it's more likely that this is going to be a resolution about establishing in concrete President Xi Jinping's own narrative about the future of China. So that, I think, is what we're going to see. Him establishing himself once and for all right at the pinnacle of power in China, and creating what the Chinese refer to as an epoch-making leadership.
So that suggests then that Xi Jinping will get something of a boost out of these meetings this week.
Yeah, I mean, I goes without saying. This is an enormously powerful man already. He's General Secretary of the Communist Party, he's President of the People's Republic, he's President of the Central Military Commission. That gives him colossal power. But this is building him up to be something beyond that, putting him on a par with Mao Zedong and Deng from the 1980s. But even more importantly, perhaps, than that, is this is paving the way for next year's Central Committee Congress, at which the likelihood is, the expectation is, that he will become, for the third time, the General Secretary of the Communist Party. Up until now, that has never happened before, but he managed to get the rules changed so that he could stand for another couple of terms. The expectation, therefore, is that he will be around for at least 10 years from 2022, and that he will oversee the transfer of China from being what the Chinese Communist Party leadership calls a moderately prosperous country into a fully fledged modern socialist country, getting ready to become the most powerful country in the world by 2049.
Extraordinary stuff. Thanks very much indeed, Rob Parsons, for us there.